Hi everyone, it's Danielle. Today is day 27 of my 100-day video challenge, and it's actually quite late at night, and I just recently got home like a few minutes ago, and it's been a marathon day. I started my day at the crack of dawn, and I had some private healing treatments. I started my day at a meeting, and then I had a private Reiki treatment for a client before we opened up the shop. And I worked a full day at the metaphysical shop at Amityville Apothecary, which is a new business, still under a year for Dina and I. And, it's all hands on deck. So I worked at the shop all day. And then this evening, I hosted an informational event and a sip and sample for the nutritional cleansing products that I coach for. So I help people lose weight and feel better and increase their energy. There's a whole line of performance products, healthy aging, a whole slew of solutions and products that have helped change my life. And I lost a ton of weight. I lost over 20 pounds and 25 inches, and it changed my life in such a positive way. I decided that I wanted to help other people feel that good because it was so easy to do and so convenient and so delicious, and it really positively changed my life for the better, that I decided that I wanted to also help other people feel that good. So that's how I got into coaching for that. And it's some days are really long, and people say to me, like, you've got a lot on your plate. And that's true. I do have a lot on my plate. Being a single mom, opening up a new small business, coaching people, as well as setting up independent healing sessions. It's a lot, but there's a reason why I do it. So I thought it would make sense to just share a little bit why. I do it because when I was living in my old existence, working as a corporate executive in New York City for a big firm, I felt completely depleted, and I felt completely like dead inside and stressed out, and it wasn't fueling my soul and my passion, and I had lost myself. And I have 2 young children, and I wasn't seeing them, and I didn't want to wake up one day and have them out of the house and I say, what did I do? I missed out on life, and it wasn't even fulfilling to me. And I knew that there were other passions that I wanted to pursue. So I'm pursuing my passions, and I said, you know what? After I got laid off from my big paying corporate job, that was a real eye-opener for me, because I know people say like, oh, it happens, but it's a life-changing event that really opened my eyes that I am so dispensable. I found out by email, like, boom, my job was gone. See ya. You don't have to come back. Mail your laptop. Like, yeah, I got severance for a few weeks, and like, it was nice, but like, was it nice? I had to change my entire life and figure out how I was going to pay for my mortgage, and how I was going to support my family, and how I was going to pay for the renovations for the house that was gutted. And like, where am I going to get a job? Am I going to get a job because I need to get the same pay and take the same type of stress for it? It was just a whole slew of considerations. So that was a real significant eye-opener and life-changing event that really caused me to evaluate a number of things. One thing I said was, I will never, ever leave myself vulnerable to one single source of income again. I will have a diversified portfolio of different revenue streams coming in, so that if I lose my job, or if I find that I need to make a change, or if there's an illness in my family, or if there's an emergency that comes up, that I am not left vulnerable and scrambling and without money, which jeopardizes the security and safety of my family. I felt very vulnerable, and I wound up being okay, but there's so many people that are not in a position that they would be okay. And I'm very grateful that I've been coaching people in my free time, because it has generated a lucrative income in my spare time. So people say like, oh, well, what are you doing? Why are you coaching people? I coach people because I love it, and I coach people because it helps them improve their life. I coach people because it helps me stay accountable and stay on track for my own personal health and nutrition, and to stay motivated. But it's really beautiful to also watch the transformation of another person and know that you can positively impact their life and help encourage them and support them and watch them blossom as they change their life in the same way that I was able to change my life for the better. And I'm able to generate an additional income stream that through network marketing, I do that in my spare time. So I make my calls. It's a hustle. Like, I work my job, which is my shop, but then in the spare pockets of my time, I'll set up calls, the coaching calls, and I'll talk to people and I'll meet people. I'm always meeting new people. People say like, oh, you're always doing something. I am, because I will never leave myself vulnerable again, that I'm just going to take a paycheck and think that that's okay in life. I'm willing to work. I'm going to put in that work required to get the things that I want, which is financial security by a diversified stream of incomes. So I'm willing to do the things that other people don't do so I can achieve the financial security that other people don't have, because I want that. I want to know that I am financially secure and lucrative and abundant. So, you know, it's the hustle, it's the work, it's the foundation that is laid, and it takes time. You know, I had family members say, oh, gee, you got divorced, you're a single mom, you're opening up a shop, you are coaching people, you're going to get your Reiki master and then your Reiki master teacher training. Like, why don't you give yourself a break? I'm like, a break? Now's when the going gets tough. I need to support myself and support my children. And I don't want to just get by. I want to provide. I want to have abundance. I want to lay a solid foundation financially, because I'm rebuilding, because I made choices in my life that shifted the hefty income that I was making. So how am I going to supplement that? I don't have my hand out. No one's going to come and save me. I can dream all that I want, but if I'm not willing to put in the action, if I'm not willing to step outside my comfort zone, if I'm not willing to say, hey, never again will I be so vulnerable. Because the truth is, getting laid off was shocking, upsetting, a scary experience, despite the fact that, like, there's severances and people say it's part of business. When it's affecting you, it's very stress-inducing. But by having additional revenue streams to diversify through network marketing, through having private clients that I coach, through, through Reiki healings, through teaching classes of spirituality and healing and energy healing and Reiki, and finding new opportunities and being open-minded to new opportunities, because that's what I like. But, think about it. If you lose your job, how long are you able to live and sustain being unemployed? Because most people would have a finite, short amount of time. And if you're not, God bless you. It's amazing. But financial anxiety is a terrible thing. Not knowing if you're going to have enough to cover your rents. Not knowing if, you're able to take a vacation. Or feeling a very uncomfortable feeling when your child is like, hey, can I do this? Or can I get this birthday gift? Or can I go to this place? And really having to consider, like, do I have the discretionary money to be able to provide that opportunity? I don't ever want to have to say no. And yet sometimes I have to say no. But I want to be able to have the luxury of the choice to say yes, not to have that choice made for me. So yes, it's a hustle. I had an event tonight. I didn't know if one person was going to come. I didn't know if no people were going to come. I didn't know if 20 people were going to come. I hoped it was the 20 people. It wound up being a wonderful event. But I had to be willing to put myself out there. I had to schedule it. I had to set up as if they were showing up. And guess what? They did. They did show up. And I've also done it when nobody has shown up. But I keep doing it. Because there is no way to fail unless I quit. I'm going to just keep doing the do. So if anybody's asking why I'm always in a hustle mode, why I am always busy, or why I post these things about the shop, why I post things about the coaching, why I post things about the solutions. It's not just to be noisy. There's very real opportunities to make additional money. People are struggling to make money. People are afraid. To live in New York, it's almost unsustainable for families. People are moving out of the state because it's so expensive and it's really hard. And this is families with 2 working parents. And I just think in today's day and age, it's really important to consider what are additional opportunities, because in today's day and age, people are doing something. They have Etsy shops, they're selling products online, they're driving Uber or Lyft, they have rental properties, they're renting their house on Airbnb, they're joining network marketing companies. Find something you're passionate about and that you really enjoy and that you really believe in. Everything I represent has changed my life for the better. So know that if I'm approaching you, it's because I really believe in it and I want to share an opportunity with you or share a gift with you. And if you don't want it, that is totally cool. It's fine. Maybe you know somebody that it would benefit. Or maybe you just have better understanding about what I'm doing. I'm not one to be a hard seller. I never will try to sell anybody anything that they don't want, because if they don't want it, it's not going to work. So that's not my style at all, ever, just so you know that about me. But I will hustle and I will do the work and I will find the people that do want it. So I may call you up and I may ask you. I may invite you to join me. I may say, hey, are you interested in trying Reiki? Hey, are you interested in nutritional cleansing? Hey, are you interested in learning about crystals? Do you want to do a past life regression? Hey, do you want to meet with a medium? Hey, do you want to learn about astrology? And all of the answers can be no. But you might say to me, well, I'm not, but my sister's really into that. And that's awesome, because I'm not going to waste my time trying to convince you, but I'd love to speak to your sister, because everybody's looking for something that interests them. I hope this is an interesting perspective for you, because before I was introduced to this, I was like a zombie. I was like, work, 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 blinders on, do my job. And then I found myself very vulnerable and very empty and very unhappy. And then when I got laid off, It was a problem. It was a real life-changing eye-opener. So be open. If someone you know wants to share something with you, what's the worst that you can say? That sounds interesting, but it's not my bag. You say, that's cool. Do you know anybody that is? And that's it. I'm tired, but I know that I'm building a better future for myself and for my family. So that's what my day was today. Have a great day. Bye.